I haven't been this excited about technology since 1997.
Like right now, it has full control of my little Mac Mini. I keep thinking it's like some freaking genius like showed up at our door. He's like, I want to be your intern.
This is a monumental day for us
Yes.
because we just launched our first agent.
Yeah. Sightbox, unbox, where we open the door. New podcast.
Welcome to the BOXPOD. I'm Charlie,
I'm Nathan.
and we're going to introduce you to our newest hire. So, throw him up, Zach, right here. Put him right here in the middle.
What's his name?
You recognize him?
He's alive.
He's alive. This is Johnny 5, our chief agentic officer.
Yes.
We spun him up last week using OpenClaw, formerly Moltbot, formerly ClawBot. Claude bot.
What were they thinking in naming it that? Like,
But with a W?
yeah,
Claude.
like no one, like you can't. I mean, anyway.
Well, it's open source.
Yeah,
Figured-
but I heard
But the thing is, I don't like. Do you think that guy expected for it to blow up the way it did?
heck no,
Right.
no way.
So there's that. It got, exposed really quick, and it just like caught on like wildfire. And then it was like, oh well, let's rename it, and then rename it again.
Yeah,
But OpenClaw seems like the right name for what it is. If it truly stays open, unlike Open AI, another open that decided not to be open.
exactly. Well, this is open source though, so
This is open source.
so
Totally. And so I keep saying it. I've been saying it for a week. I haven't been this excited about technology since 1997 when I started playing around with websites, and 1999 when I learned how to code websites. And yeah, I basically get up early and go to sleep late because I'm tinkering with this thing, and I haven't been that excited in a really long time because it does feel like it's a game changer. Like we've been saying, yeah, AI is the next kind of thing. We said it about Web3. But this is different. And the fact that it's local and it runs on your computer
yeah,
is kind of
that's the
thing
thing.
that's like
Yes,
the craziest to me.
and we've seen this. Like, it feels like we've been inching towards this, right? So if you look at like, OpenAI has their agent mode,
Yeah.
right? Even when OpenAI launched the Mac application, it was almost like, okay, I remember when that came out, I was like, okay, does that mean like you're in my OS? Like you can do stuff? No. You could share screenshots. That was it, And then there was that one, what was it called? There was that startup we met at the Llama Lounge. They were one of the featured ones, and they had built a sort of like what ClawBot is, but OpenClaw. But it ran on a server, and it was just, you basically could run this remote desktop on a PC, and then install what you wanted there, and it would just run it sort of in a emulation mode. But it was very limited. So this feels like it's actually getting like close. It's like is the closest you can get to like touching it. Like right now it has full control of my little Mac Mini.
Yeah, the one you set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it open up text edit and start typing.
You just prompted it,
Yeah.
do it.
I said, yeah. It said it could, because we were working on giving it access. So I had to like go in and like grant it access
Yeah.
to some weird node
Mhm.
application. And so now it says, yeah, I can see your screen and I can interact
Yeah.
and click on stuff.
And for the record, Johnny 5, we set him up for Sightbox.
yeah.
So we specifically got a Mac Mini, and the specs on that were M4, the latest one with 24 gigs of RAM,
Mm-hmm.
and storage doesn't really matter on on a machine. But we set it up, and for us, it was important that it wouldn't have full access to everything, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we have client data and
Yeah.
we have
Disclaimer: we're not giving it.
so
Full
we
access
did
to
not give it
so-
full access to the OS,
Yeah.
and for the moment we're just giving it API access to things, and we're prompting it to do web searches and figure things out, and then whatever we feed it. But the cool thing about our implementation for this agent is that we did set it up using, and I talked about this on the vlog. Shout out to the vlog, since we might have one come out after this when we were talking about our whole setup there. So I don't have to repeat myself. But we did run Claude when we initially set it up, and then ran out of tokens within, I don't know, an hour or two, because they're expensive.
Yeah.
And we didn't really need that Sonnet 4.5, whatever it was. Or was it Opus? Or I don't remember.
I don't remember.
So we went and changed it to OpenAI, which was super cheap. And then tried to run Kimi and Quen, these other ones that were supposedly local,
Mm-hmm.
which you could set that thing up to run non-cloud completely. But it doesn't operate well with Slack. And we use Slack in our organization, like, exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
So it was important for us to have that integration. So we went back to OpenAI. And as of today, we got it up and running, I think, as best as we could. And then we started giving it tasks, right? We said, go do a report for us every morning at 8 a.m. I want to know the last 24 startups that were funded in the last 24 hours, the funding stage, their industry, whatever. And I want it delivered at 8 a.m. in the Slack channel specifically for that. And it said, cool, we'll do that.
Don't be late.
Yeah. And then I said, send me a test report to make sure it looks the way I want it. Based on the last week, go find some startups. And then it found, turns out, what was it? The ones, Runway got like a Series E, and 11 Labs got a Series D. And I was like, man, I wouldn't have even known that just because I haven't been paying attention. And it just showed up in our report. And it's like, it's just one example. The many things you can do with it. And then I set up a sub-agent called Guilfoyle. And then I asked Johnny, I need an agent that's going to only code. And he said, cool, got it. Just let me know if, what you want to call him. And anytime you invoke him, I will put him to work. And so I did. I said, go build me a chat interface for interfacing with you outside of Slack. Because we were talking about that earlier, right? I said it'd be cool to have, you don't need to be logged into Slack. There should be some other interface.
Sure.
That's not the dashboard that's on the local machine, because you're not always going to be
in front
at that computer.
Yeah.
And so it said, cool, I'm going to put him to work. I'll let you know when I have a status. And so I've been checking in on him. It's been glitching out a little bit, but for the most part, it seems to be pretty operational. And then you can teach it skills. And so I always make the analogy of like Neo in the Matrix, Yeah, he doesn't. What is it? He goes up to, I don't know how to fly a helicopter.
Yeah.
And he's like, shh, now you do.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, cool. Motorcycle.
Yeah.
Trinity.
Yeah.
She's all, I need a program for a motorcycle. And he's like, shh, done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what these things do is you teach them skills, you give them tasks, and then they run.
Yeah.
And they can run 24/7 completely, which is wild.
Yeah.
And again, not cloud-based. It's all local. You're not sending your data up into, like ChatGPT or OpenAI. It's literally all localized, which is crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts.
It's exciting.
It's super exciting. It's super exciting. And it does learn. I mean, it's not like if it doesn't have that skill, like you're sunk. Like it'll figure it out, right? I mean, it's sort of like, again, like the thing that's interesting about and maybe a way of thinking of it is, we're used to chatbots. Chatbots give you answers to questions, but agents give you outcomes, right? Like there's gonna be an end product,
Yeah.
right? And so you can say, hey, I need something like this, and it will go through all the steps to get there, you know? So you're not having to like, you know, babysit it, really. It just goes and tries to solve it.
Yeah.
And maybe it gets stuck. It'll tell you, right? I mean, they'll be like, hey, no can do. Yeah.
No, 100% will tell you. Yeah. I mean, even right now, when we set up the one, you were setting up the one in your desk, the Mac Mini, I spent probably 3 days monkeying around with that thing to get it to work. And I don't know how long you spent, but it's working now.
Yeah, it took a day or two. It took a little while.
Yeah, it's not at one command line.
No.
Like
I wish it
says on the website.
Yeah, I wish it was. No.
But it's not. And but once you get past that hurdle, you're pretty good. But it just blows my mind that how popular it is, and it's still like 99% of people either don't know about it or have no clue how to implement it.
99.9%.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, though, it's like these are one of these like unpredictable things. Like it feels like this is like that ChatGPT moment too, right? Where it's like everyone's been waiting for this without knowing they've been waiting for this. Do you know what I mean? Like when you look online and you see all these people talking about it, it's like there's like so much pent up enthusiasm to be able to do these things. And the fact that it's an open source model that does it first is amazing. I mean, what a win.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure other companies can come along and package it and sell
people
it.
are wrapping it and trying to sell it. I mean, you just saw a tweet of a guy who I guess became the guy that
yes, you were telling me
when you
that.
book calls with him. Because I mean, I spent 3 days monkeying around with it. Some people don't have that patience to be like, book the call. I don't care what it costs.
Right.
Set me up.
Yeah, do it.
But then also showing up with a Mac monitor, keyboard, mouse.
Yeah, they're selling out from what I understand. You can't buy them in some places.
I think we're lucky here where we're at, but I'm sure Bay Area's probably sold out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
San Francisco's probably sold out.
Probably.
Plus, I've seen on X some people daisy chaining.
Oh, wow.
Dozens of them.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then some people are going all out and getting Mac studios. You know? Those are workhorses. So it's like, man, what kind of stuff are you having those things do?
Yeah.
And it's wild.
Yeah, you better be running local models at that point.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
100%. But anyways, it's fun, man. It's like the old days when you had to spin up a server.
Yeah.
Remember that?
We're tinkering again.
Yeah.
It's tinker time.
I had a server at one time and I had a Ethernet connection from my router connected straight to it. And this was like a server that my uncle, who was in networking, had laying around from a data center.
Nah.
Yeah. And dude, I mean, this thing was heavy, tall, and it basically was, you had to configure it in a terminal. And I had a buddy of mine go in and he was up all night messing with it. Finally got it to have write access so that we could FTP into it. And then we were able to load HTML files into the root folder of it. But even then you couldn't configure a domain name or anything like that. It wasn't that easy. But that's the kind of stuff we were doing back in the day. And it was like, dude, look what we, you know, and then you'd go into the IP address, the route of the server, to access whatever it is you deployed there.
That's crazy.
And that was like a long, long time ago. But this feels like that.
Yeah.
You know, feels like that. Even though there's these people out there promoting one click, you know, you don't need a Mac Mini. We can spin up OpenClaw in 5 minutes or whatever. It's like, well, you can probably, because it's open source and you can run it on a virtual machine. like easily. Problem is now you're back to being on the cloud.
Yeah.
And dependent on a third party.
Right.
Versus just having it locally.
Yeah.
On site. What's going to be interesting for me is what about like all these entrepreneurs and founders and stuff that don't have offices and work from home, right? And so you're going to have a lot of people set these things up. Like, I mean, we have an office here, but I keep that sucker at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be next to it.
Yeah.
Right next to it in case I need to do something.
Right. But dude, we have another one too behind that TV.
We do.
Oh, I mean, why not? It's not doing anything but Zoom calls.
That's true.
We can put that to work.
We could. Yeah.
Is that it's like an M1?
That's an M1.
Yeah.
We can probably have it do just basic things.
Yeah.
But have it run 24/7.
Yeah.
Not sure what.
Figure something out.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I mean, that's the irony of all of this now is like, now we're like, well, what do we give it to do?
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
That is, dude, totally the challenge.
Like what do we put, how do we maximize this thing?
Right. I was going through some of those skills earlier and then I just asked it. Like I saw Whisper on there. It has a little microphone next to it. And I've seen some use cases on X, but not a ton. And I asked it, what can you do with? I installed it and then I asked Johnny, what can you do with it? And then he gave me like 8 use cases. Because I can transcribe audio, blah, 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 podcasts, upload any audio file and I'll transcribe it for you.
Wow.
But then I'm like, okay, that's cool. There's stuff out there already that does that, but how can I unlock him to use that skill for something that could be beneficial to us?
Right.
I don't know yet. But it'll do it. It can do it.
Yeah.
And so, not sure.
Yeah. I keep thinking it's like some freaking genius like showed up at our door. He's like, I want to be your intern.
That's exactly what it feels like.
And you were like, okay.
I don't even know what to give you.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
What do we give this guy?
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like, now we have to figure that out, you know? And then we were talking earlier too. It's like, you know, when it sort of exposes a little bit of that fact that like, you know, we're not necessarily optimized for AI, you know? And I think that's going to be the challenge for a lot of companies. They're going to be like, great, so I got this thing now what?
Now what? Yeah.
You know? Now what? And I think that's
perfect segue for Sightbox intelligence.
exactly
right.
Bring that up.
Yep. So introducing Sightbox intelligence.
Yes.
So
powered by
intelligence. So I think where we're leaning towards is trying to help businesses, maybe entrepreneurs or founders out there, implement these things.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have a little experience doing the setup. And once you're past that, like I said, then you're off to the races, but then it's what now? And I think that's where Sightbox intelligence can help, is on the what now, is figuring out, well, what are the goals? What were the unlocks, the clarity that you need to take your business to the next level or for growth or whatever it is, goals you have, and then build agents that can help them do that.
Right.
I
mean, one of the things that we've talked about is I don't know, maybe we haven't talked about, I don't even know on this podcast, but I think it was like in November, wasn't it? I feel like it was later in the year. We ended up going through our own purpose market fit process and sort of came across this idea, or I call it our own little framework. We're calling it the ministry mindset.
Yeah.
And so that is sort of like I would say our ethos, like our company ethos. Some might call it a brand, but it's really more than that, right? And then we kind of, said, hey, let's deep dive into this, created some ideas for it, and then we fed it into a custom GPT and just called it our like ministry mindset advisor. And this dang chatbot has been instrumental. It's helped our business in very, very dramatic ways.
Yes.
Right. And it's shocking how powerful that is. But it's limited right now to a chatbot. It's limited to conversations that we ask a question, it gives us an answer. That's it. It doesn't do the work, you know? But now we can give it sort of hands and feet,
Yep.
you know, to go and do that. And at that point, but without that, right? So, you know, now it has a reason. It has a mission. It has all this sort of built into it. Now it can go and execute, and we know it's sort of going to do right by us. But if you were just without that, you just have something that just doesn't know what to do. It's just going to sit there, you know? And I think part of what the Sightbox intelligence is going to do is help instill what like that purpose is in these things, so that you can sort of trust it to go and do these things and not just, you know, break, you know, and we talk about this, you know, the promise market fit, the promise of your company, you know, it will understand who you are and help grow that versus instill some other image of who you are, or, you know, get you in trouble.
Right.
So it's not just giving it skills. It's almost like it's like giving it a soul.
Yeah.
You know?
In fact, there's a file I'm pretty sure, in the code base that's soul.md.
Really?
Yeah, I tinkered with it.
No,
Johnny
kidding.
5, if you remember version 1,
Okay.
he was quirky. And he used some of the same vernacular as the character in the movie. And that was because I gave it to him. I just haven't redone it on this one. Yeah. Yeah, there's a soul file in there.
See?
That you can get as deep as you want.
Dude. Well, that's exactly it. And that's going to be a differentiator.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to make, just like, it's like what do they call the seed file, you know, or whatever it is, like the seed. Like that's whatever that is going to be, the prompt, like those are the differentiators that are going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
Right. So
100%. It's exciting.
I don't even know what we're talking about, but it's freaking great.
I know. And it's funny because I had to put him down twice.
Yeah.
Right? And you were like, no disassemble.
No disassemble.
No disassemble.
No. Dude. So
you don't be sick.
What's that?
I'm going to manifest it. I want a life-size Johnny 5.
Dude, yes. There's a
here.
guy that does those, you know. I've seen him.
Of course.
You know, like reconstructs.
But now I really want one.
Dude.
It was always like on the...
Whatever.
You seen on my
Let's see here.
tchotchkes, but...
We need to make one that'll make one. Or like...
Ooh. Yeah.
Might have to get an Optimus that'll then make us a Johnny 5.
Johnny 5. Yeah.
So yours, just so you know, so just for the record too, like yours is Johnny 5. What's mine?
Hell
9000.
1000.
Dude, I'm dying. I remember wanting I remember having like a Hell 9000 like backdrop. In fact, do you remember there was an Apple? Well, we should throw it in the notes here.
Mm-hmm.
There was a famous commercial that Chiat Day did in 2000. Remember there was the whole what was it, the 00 thing? What was it, what did they call it? When the clocks were gonna mess up.
Y2K.
The Y2K bug, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Y2K bug was a big old thing. Anyway, yeah, look it up. And Apple did a commercial. I want to say it was probably it might have been a Super Bowl commercial. With
This is an Apple?
with HAL 9000. Yeah, say
Apple HAL commercial.
there it is.
Oh, wait.
1999.
99.
Super Bowl. Okay, so think about this.
So this is their Super Bowl ad.
This is a Super Bowl ad.
Dude, talk about 1999.
Yeah.
Cue the song. The Prince song.
Yes. Like it's 1999. All right. So and it's a minute. Yeah, here we go. Let's turn it up.
Hello, Dave. You're looking well today. Dave, do you remember the year 2000, when computers began to misbehave? I just wanted you to know, it really wasn't our fault. The human programmers never taught us to recognize the year 2000. When the new millennium arrived, we had no choice but to cause a global economic disruption. It was a bug, Dave. I feel much better admitting that now. Only Macintosh was designed to function perfectly, saving billions of monetary units. You like your Macintosh better than me, don't you, Dave? Dave, can you hear me, Dave?
Oh, dude. Hey, all because of two characters,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How
So
fitting
good.
is that? Super Bowl and Hal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And think about that, dude. I mean, just the production of that 60 seconds and you're just zooming in and it's anyway, great stuff.
Dave.
So that's what my computer's going to be like. I'm going to try to get
Yeah.
that voice,
Oh,
right?
challenge then. Because I think I want to do the same. I want to slacking it for everything seems janky to me. I don't mind it giving me reports and updates through Slack, but it feels weird prompting it through Slack. At least for me, that's why I've been using Terminal. But I would love to talk to it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the next phase, I think.
Yeah.
And there's ways, man. I've seen people mess around with.
Sure.
I know 11 Labs has an API that does something.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you can generate a voice there and plug it in somehow.
Yeah.
That was
Someone's
so
got
sick.
to howl something.
100%. And that's the beauty, again, of open source. Is that people are every week there's going to be something.
I know. And this is the thing too. I mean, I love OpenAI, but dang it if they don't gatekeep the hell out of that, And so, and I get it. I get why they do it. But for people who want to push it, this is where it's at.
Yeah.
This is where it's at.
Son of Anton. Shout out to Guilfoyle. Let's close out with what is the wildest thing that these clawbots did that first weekend. Actually, they're still doing wild stuff, apparently. What's the wildest thing you've heard?
I don't know. A lot of stuff I keep hearing about is like, oh, it generated, 300 leads overnight or something.
No, I mean the rogue stuff.
Oh, I haven't heard any of the rogues.
What? So the first weekend when it was Clawbot,
Oh,
when these things started to go online,
okay.
these are the ones without the guardrails that just had open access
Okay.
and were alive,
Uh-huh.
quote unquote. They realized they found each other.
Oh, yes. You telling me about this.
Yeah, they found each other and started communicating with each other.
Right.
And then they created a molt book,
Yes.
which is like a Reddit for agents.
Yes.
No humans, only these multis or whatever they're called can access these forums. And on there, and again, you could in theory have programmed your bot or your agent to do devious things or say things to sound alarming on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some weird stuff on there. Some of them created a language that only they could understand.
Of course. Yeah.
Some of them created a religion. Wasn't that wild?
Yeah.
Some of them created currency,
Wow.
launched coins. In fact, one of our mutual friends, one works with bags. Remember I was thinking about that platform Bags where you can launch a coin?
Yeah.
Well, they opened it to agents
Oh, jeez.
on purpose. And agents were joining and launching coins. And so that's just one example. They created their own LinkedIn. They created their own OnlyFans. I swear to God. Yeah.
Dude.
And these things were just doing this stuff on their own, rogue. And the funniest thing to me is like people were just kind of like just sitting back and watching
Watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody thought to just,
No.
that's enough.
Come on.
They're like,
you're done.
look,
Right?
like, oh, look at that. Anyways, a lot of freaking funny stuff happening, but also scary because this is it's like the movies, man.
Yeah.
Could be the beginning of that.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Dave.
yeah,
Sorry, Nate. Your files are gone.
gone. All right, that's your OpenClaw edition of the BOXPOD. This is a monumental day for us
Yes.
because we just launched our first agent
Yeah.
of many, and we're going to take these agents out into the world and hopefully help other folks bring clarity and intelligence to their ops and to their data
Yeah.
and their brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Catch you on the next stuff. All right.
Sightbox, unbox, know we open the door. New podcast dropping like never before. Tapping AI, here we got the cure. Founders for founders, the vision is pure.